Welcome back to part 2 of the Tracy Beaker tea. I've still got my cup of tea. This is obviously part 2 of our Zoom call, which we just thoroughly enjoyed. Cannot wait to do more. Thank you again for all the questions that you guys sent in. We may do another one because, like I said before, we just did not get through hardly any of them. However, in part 2, are you ready for more juice? We talk audition processes, filming locations, our favourite scenes together, relationships on set, which so many people asked about, and also I quizzed Dani at the end on a Tracy Beaker superfan quiz. So see how she scores, I tell you how I scored, and you can score yourself as well. So here we go, part 2. Enjoy. So another question that's come up quite a lot is like where we used to film, because obviously it did change around a bit, didn't it? So the first year we were in Ealing in London. So did you stay at home for that one?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I used to get driven in.
Yeah.
I think, from memory. Did you? No, you stayed somewhere else, didn't you?
So I remember for the first series, I stayed between, my godmum lived in like Camberley at the time, and oh my God, this is really awful, I'm going to forget. My great auntie, I think she was my great auntie that I didn't like know that well, bless her. She lived in Surrey. So God bless them, like between the two of them, they would put me up at either my mum or dad. And then I would get driven in from there. So it was a proper like family affair of like helping everyone out. And so I'd stay between Monday and Friday. I know, mega cute and mega handy at the time. And then, yeah, so that house was epic in Ealing, wasn't it? Like,
it was. And did you see that it like recently went up for sale? Well, when I say recently, but like,
yeah, that
was the last 2 years.
6 years ago now.
Yeah, and then I've had like loads of people being like, "Do you want to buy it?" I'm like, "Yeah, okay." Oh, I think I'm gonna sneeze. Oh no, I'm not gonna sneeze.
Oh no, it's really annoying.
It's so annoying. Sneezing's the best thing ever.
No, oh, that's really annoying. I'm ever so sorry for you.
Oh. I'm really sad about that. I'm really sad.
You never know. And then, so obviously, like the first series did all right. It didn't do too bad. So obviously, that I don't know, they must have improved their budget or whatever. So I say they improved their budget. They then moved to Wales, which was obviously a lot cheaper, but it put us up. So
yeah, and that's where the fun really began.
Oh my God, let's talk about the hotel. I cannot.
Well, they put us up in a hotel, but they put us up in a hotel in the red light district.
They actually did. Like you could look out your window, and
we
activity.
So much activity outside that bedroom window, might I add. One of our chaperones thoroughly enjoyed looking outside that window, did they not? They were like writing down, like that. They were like, "Oh, that car's been here a lot this week." Yeah, registration plate.
Oh my God. How funny. Maybe I wasn't naive to that one. I knew that one. I'd grown up a year. I was 11.
Do you remember our mums playing hide and seek?
Oh my God, no. Or do I? Go on.
Because my mum hid behind your curtain in your room for ages.
And then
my mum found
shit out of her.
Yeah, my mum found that really funny.
Oh my God.
But yeah, all sorts going on in that hotel.
It was epic. And basically in that instance, we'd get picked up on a Sunday night and get driven there for a week, and then we'd get sent home. We get driven home on Friday night so that we got the weekends at home. And sorry, 2 seconds. And but when we used to get there on a Sunday night, generally between one of us would get the penthouse, and we kind of like never really knew who it was going to be or whatever. And it would just kind of get shared around. I don't know if they would run out of rooms. I don't know what, because they probably didn't specifically pay for a penthouse. Absolutely not. But if someone had the penthouse that week, it was like, right, pizza party at Dani's. And we just used to get pizza in.
Good times.
Good times. I just remember like walking into this, like everything was green in this hotel, like everything.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, this penthouse had like a lounge suite, and you had a bedroom one end and a bedroom the other. And like the balcony. Yeah. It's probably so run down and crap now, but at the time it was like...
It felt really swanky, didn't it?
Didn't it? So fun.
And I remember us leaving like a little CD player in their cupboard, so that it was always just there ready for us, so that we could just plug it in and plug in our like So Solid Crew CD or whatever was.
Oh my God. I think like, you know, I used to burn CDs and write on the CD what tracks they were, and it was like Christine Milian, AM to PM.
Such a banging tune.
Yeah, that was an epic era. Yeah, so that was obviously then a massive house in Wales, and then by the third series we got like apartments. And we were like,
we did.
Like they were brand new. That was getting bougie at that point. And then I don't know.
Wasn't it? I think we stayed in them for a couple more years.
Yeah.
But that's where my memory gets a bit foggy, because apparently we had another house after that, but I don't remember that house because someone else said that to me. And who was I talking to? Oh, it was Nisha. I was literally talking to Nisha the other day, who plays Elaine Payne. And someone mentioned this other house, and she doesn't recall the other house either. So apparently there was another house, but no one can remember this house. So I think that we had another house, but it was only for maybe one series.
It's so like, I don't know how you know the chronological order of how it went from
I don't.
The story of Tracy Beaker to the hello.
Where'd you go? That's a lovely photo of you though.
Oh, all mouth. I think my webcam's like, I'm a little tired.
I have done my duty.
Yeah, literally.
I mean, we can just watch you like this. It's lovely.
Oh, hang on a minute. Start video. Hello.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, they just overheated then. What were we saying? Oh, see, this is my other like baby brain. I'm gone.
Oh, we were saying how I can remember the chronological. Oh my God, that's such a hard word to say. Chronological order of things, and the answer is I can't remember. What the only reason why I remember like Tracy Beaker Returns,
yeah,
my mum Tracy Beaker, is because the casts were very, very different. So I was like, I was a child, then I was an actor, then I played a mum. That's how I remember it in my head. Yeah, because you were like the social worker at one point, then you were the mum, then you were, so you're working in age order rather than, because you had Dani's house in between all of that as well, and like the dumping ground. Oh my God. Yeah. All sorts, mate, all sorts.
Let's go on. Oh, actually, I'm keen to, a lot of people have asked this as well, so this isn't just like one question, but like, how did like the audition process happen for you? Because I don't know if I know this story, so I'm quite keen to hear your audition. Yeah. It might be really quite different to mine.
So I went in and read with I think it was the casting director, and Sue Tully. Director. And yeah, I just read like a couple of scenes, which obviously went quite well. And then they asked me to come back, and it was really quick. I think it was like the next week or something. Right. And so I think the next week there was like only like a handful of people there. So I think it was like me, I think Montana was there, and Luke, who played Ben.
Yeah.
And I went in and I read with Luke. And so we did a couple of Tracy and Ben scenes.
Oh, cool.
And that was there was quite a few people in the room by that point. So Elaine Sperber was there. So she was our exec. And the producer was there. It was being recorded. So it felt really like, okay, this feels quite official. Yeah. As far as I was aware, I was the only one reading for Tracy. Okay. Because I know that Moni had read for Tracy before, but I think she was only reading for Justine at the time, but I could be wrong. And I know that Luke had already got Ben by this point, because he was going in and reading with a few people. So I was like, oh, this is interesting. So yeah, it all felt a bit kind of like final. So it was more kind of like chemistry reads. Yeah. And then, yeah, it all happened like super quick. I think I found out like 2 days after that. Sue Tully rang me on my mum's phone. while I was at like a school event. I think we were doing like a performance for something. And yeah, she called my mum up on the phone asking to speak to me. And she was like,
because it that probably wouldn't happen these days, being like that, literally.
I know. Yeah, it just, I mean, I don't think that ever happens, that you get a phone call from the actual director. Which, it was such a nice kind of like personal touch. And she told me that I got the part, and I was like, excuse me, what? Oh my gosh. And then she asked if she could come to our house. And my mum was like, oh my God, Michelle from EastEnders is coming over. I've got to get the biscuits ready. I've got to get the Fox's biscuit selection. So then we had, Sue Tully of EastEnders fame coming over our house to show me. She showed me all the kind of set plans and stuff like that, and a couple of scripts and kind of what she had in mind, colour swatches and all sorts. Like, she really went into detail and stuff about what she was planning, and she had me really heavily involved from the beginning, really, which was really nice.
Because then you felt involved in it all, and probably...
Yeah. And she really didn't have to do that. I mean, I was 12.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So to have me involved like that was really, really cool. And at no point was she like, right, now you have to like read the book and do your research. And it was none of that. It was really laid back. I never felt any kind of pressure. There was no kind of, right, now you've got an entire series. You've got to now carry it. It's now on your shoulders. It was none of that. So it was really laid back, and
She knew that it was going to do well, probably. Like, she probably had that vision of like, this could be massive. I know you never really know. Probably was like, we need to get this right from the start.
I mean, obviously we all have, knew how huge Jacqueline Wilson was, but you can never be quite sure how a series is going to go down. But I mean, I don't think any of us knew that we'd be sat here, 20 plus years later, still bloody talking about it. Do you know what I mean?
I know, it is absolutely crazy. It is
mental when you think about it.
Yeah. I saw, actually, off topic a little bit, but it came up on Lad Bible the other day, and I saw that you shared it. It was absolutely hilarious. I'm like, who are those two guys, and why was it not literally number one, top of the pyramid? Like,
I'm sorry, but as soon as they put bloody Chuckle Brothers at the bottom, I was like, get these two off. Like, who the hell are you, moron? Plus, I had that bloody shirt he was wearing. I think he'd got that top. I was like, well, I'm never wearing that again now.
That's gone straight in the bin.
Yeah, you bumhole.
Yeah, excellent. No, but it is, I know we were in it, but it is iconic. You're iconic, Dani.
Oh, stop it, you.
It's funny because the audition process is like different for me. I don't know if, I'm sure I've told you this probably many a time, but I wasn't the original Louise.
No, you have not told me that. Who was Louise? Who's this person?
I know, and I am forever grateful to whoever this girl is. But basically, there was someone else already cast, right? You guys had all done your auditions, your workshops. There was someone else cast. I hadn't had an audition. I had this, I'm a little girl from Bognor who's got this tiny little agent and didn't know anything about it. And the story goes, as far as I remember, is that one, she was going on holiday, and two, didn't want to cut her hair or something. Those are the two things that we were kind of told, that basically then she didn't want the job anymore or whatever, and they had to recast it. And I'm talking 2 weeks before you started filming, right?
Wow.
Yeah. So then I guess they'd gone to all like maybe the bigger agents, I don't know. And then they were like, well, let's go further afield just to, let's see what this random agent in Bognor Regis has got on her books. And so Mum had this like call, like, there's an audition tomorrow for Tracy Beaker. You've got to go to BBC in London. And if you, my mum. If you don't know my mum, she's quite an anxious person. Like, getting on a train with me, we weren't used to London at all. Like, that was a big deal. God bless her.
Yeah, it's huge.
More now than ever. So on the way on the train, I was reading the book because I hadn't actually read it.
Me neither. I still haven't.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, how fun.
And I will never read the book now. It's like my thing.
Yeah. I refuse. Because you'll be like, what? That never happened? Or what? Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? When I was reading it, because I didn't even know. I thought I was auditioning for Tracy, because I literally had no information. And I was like, but she's got dark, curly hair. And then I was like, Mum, there's a character here called Louise who's got like blonde hair. Like, surely it made more sense if I was auditioning for her. So we were kind of like figuring it out on the way up, and then got to reception at BBC, and like, you know, when you're like, hello, my name's Chelsea, I'm here for an audition. And like, when they signed me in, it said Louise next to the name. So I was like, Mum, it is Louise that I'm auditioning for. So I went into a room, Sue Tully, read a script on camera, and she went out, she brought Jane Dauncey in, read the script again type thing, and then it was like, thank you so much, like, wonderful. And then I went off and enjoyed my day in London with Mum, like, and went home. Didn't really like think anything of it, because I just thought, wow, what a cool day. I've been to the BBC studios, like, what an experience. And the next day, Mum got the call, and she picked me up from school, drove home, like, how she didn't say in the car, I don't know. And then I
bet your mum was like this.
She's literally like, I'm like, why is he quiet? And but she wanted, like, obviously, like, the rest of the fam around there when she told me. And then it was like, between then and a week and a half later, we'd started filming. So there was like no time. It was basically, I was the luckiest kid on the planet, because I obviously...
Jeez Louise!
Literally, geez Louise. Like, obviously I was able to read a script, but let's be honest, I probably just looked at the character and they thought, right, okay, she can read a script in front of a camera, like, let's go.
No, you were bloody good, Chelsea. Oh, like, you were really good.
Oh, don't be silly. I look back now and I'm like, Christ, get the girl some acting lessons. Jesus Christ. Like,
no, I'm not being funny, but our fight scene will go down in history as one of my favourite scenes ever.
I'll give us that. That's like
one of my favourites.
And like, did you have like a little screening premiere as well for like the first episode, like with all your family and friends? And because that was like when they...
I think I did.
Having all the friends and family over to watch that like first episode, like our own little screening. And because it was in the first episode, I like knew it was coming, and I was like, this is a really cool scene. Like, me and Tracy, right, have it out.
That's so cute. Do you know what? I don't think we did anything. Oh my gosh, why didn't I get a screening?
Oh, I'm sure you did something. It's just so how funny.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Cool scene as well, wasn't it? That was actually another question in here, like, what was our favourite scene, us two?
It's got to be that one, because there's no way in a million years you would ever get away with doing that now, because I literally repeatedly punched you in the head. And I don't think you'd be able to show you that now.
Didn't we have like a fighting...
like a fight coordinator?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of like, because we had like a week rehearsal, didn't we, before we started shooting? And I think that was like our first scene that we rehearsed together, because like one of the first things we rehearsed was like how I would pull your hair.
Yeah, and it was you this like that, and then I had to put my hand over the top or whatever, and it was just like...
Yeah. And it's like, now you just repeatedly punch her in the face. I was like, really? Okay, this is great. Yeah, mate. And I just remember, like, when you get really angry, you go like bright red, and it's just the cutest thing ever.
For it, like, I think we did do it, like, after rehearsals and stuff. We did do it in one take, I think. We were
yeah. We're just such pros, mate. Such pros.
I shouldn't put myself down.
No, you were great in that series.
Fighter. Yeah, that was definitely like an epic scene. Oh, but good. Yeah, so we're going all over the place, but that was my like audition process, and it was just wild, really. Yeah.
I don't remember you ever telling me that. That's mad. No. Gosh, we nearly ended up with a different Louise. Wow, how things would have been different. Oh, I'm glad we got you.
Oh, thanks, babe. Yeah, we'll never know. I wonder if the other person will ever step forward and like, that would have been me. Weird.
Probably kicking us. It's probably like Emma Watson or something random. Do you know what I mean?
Imagine. It probably is. She probably had something like way better to film. There was like, turn that down, and she's literally like, oh, because I had Harry Potter. Like, okay.
Fair enough then.
Fair enough. Right, should we do one more question? I feel like I've done 4 questions and then we've just gone off on a rant, but...
Yeah, we'll have to do a part 2 some other time.
We're going to do a part 2, 100%. Right, let me find a good one. One moment.
One moment. There's a lot to sift through.
There's a lot to sift through, isn't there? Oh, I don't want to end on like a negative one. Like, what was your least favourite?
Oh, no.
Let's just do like best and worst costumes.
Oh, gosh. Well, my worst costumes were all of them because Tracy's clothes in all of the series were actually awful. I don't wore anything that was decent ever. But I tell you what,
You always looked like Where's Wally, didn't you?
oh my gosh, just the worst. But it was very, very in character, I have to say. Like, the costume department always did a great job, but I always remember being so jealous of yours and Moni's costumes. I was like, oh my God, they get to wear like things from like Tammy Girl, and all of my clothes have come from Asda, and it's just like not fair. And like most of my stuff were like boys' clothes as well, so I used to be like really sad because like half of me, like, obviously, you know, especially as I got like a bit older, obviously wanted to like kind of like impress the boys a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, I was already had like frizzy hair, and here's me like with my stripy t-shirts, and I was like, oh, this is really not doing my figure any favors. Like, I've got boobies now, like I need to like show them off a little bit. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. You would be like, I want to wear something that like shows up my waist at least, or like, yeah. The other end of the extreme though, like my outfits were so disgustingly like sickly girly, and it was like the clash of every single flower and butterfly and sequin that you could possibly. I think Moni, like out of the three of us, she was like the cool cat, wasn't she? 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, she definitely. Have you kept any stuff?
No. I mean, yeah, I've got like the really hideous tea jumper that I wore to impress Cam, you know, when Tracy does all the makeup and stuff.
And your little pigtails.
Yeah, so I kept that just because, I mean, it's grim and it's pretty iconic. But at the time, I didn't realise how iconic it would be because it's like a proper like meme and everything now, isn't it? So I'm glad I kept that. But as far as Tracy's costume, absolutely not keeping that.
Yeah.
Garbage. No.
I've got that one pink sequin dress, you know, when we did the episode of like the sleepover. And one of the picture I put up on Instagram. I've still got that dress, that sequin.
Have you really? Oh, that's brilliant.
In the series 1. I've still got that. Strong.
I nicked, when I say nicked, I nicked a fair amount of stuff over the years, like when I got older. So like stuff from like my mum, Tracy Beaker, and stuff like that, you know. I'd be like, oh, that jacket's nice, that can come home with me, because the clothes got better over the years. But that's, you know, that's what happens over time, doesn't it? Tracy matured a little bit, she got a bit cooler, she started wearing the leather jackets and stuff like that. It's like, ooh, that's from All Saints, I'll have that one, thank you.
Actually, going straight in my basket. Yeah.
But the Tesco kind of striped t-shirts, they could stay. They can have them. The BBC can keep them ones.
Cute. Any more decent ones? There are a lot of like, were there any like offset relationships? Again, I think I'm naive to all of this because I was like,
I mean, yeah, there was little flirty romances here and there. We were teenagers, of course. There were little kisses here and there, but you know, you're teenagers. You're experimenting, and you know what I mean? Yeah,
we'll leave them hanging on that one.
Absolutely.
Love that from you, Dani. That's all the questions. You know what I found though? I found a quiz on Tracy Beaker quiz, and I'm going to test.
Oh gosh! You know how terrible I am at quizzes.
This is going to be excellent. It's called the Ultimate Tracy Beaker Superfan Quiz.
Oh gosh! Right.
And I got 7 out of 12, and I don't know if I'm pleased with that or.
That's good. I mean, I never watched these back, so I'm going to try and beat you though.
Yeah, let's try and do that. And I'm going to have to show you the picture as well, because it's unfair for me to see the picture and answer the questions and you not. So I'll try and do my best to show you the picture. So in the very first episode of the Story of Tracy Beaker, who did Tracy hide in her room?
Oh, Ben.
Yeah, as well. Correct. That was a nice.
Yeah. Oh my God, I've not done that since the 90s.
Since probably we were on set, actually.
Actually, I'm going to bring it back though. That's cool.
What does Tracy keep telling everyone that her mum does?
Oh, actor. Oh, hang on, what? Film star. Yeah.
Film stars on there. Yeah.
Yeah, film star.
She absolutely is now, by the way, or like Bridgerton star. Have you seen?
I know.
It's like Tracy was right all the time. Her mum is.
I know. I've not actually watched Bridgerton yet, though. I need to watch it.
Oh, I love it. I'm absolutely obsessed, and she's incredible in it as well.
Ruth is just one of the best actors I think I've ever worked with ever. She's just incredible. She's so good.
You'd really love her in it. In series 2, who really let all the animals out of their pens during the stay at the farm? Picture of a farm. So Dolly, Duke, Tracy, or Justine. Who let the animals out of the pens at the farm?
What farm?
Went on a day out to a farm, apparently.
Did we? I don't remember going to a farm. Duke?
It was Dolly.
Yeah, I don't know why Duke would do it. So, just thinking about it, like, why would Duke let animals out?
Yeah. What was really hidden in the sweet tin in series 2 of the story of Tracy Beaker? Sweets, worms, maggots, or Brussels sprouts? Hidden in a sweet tin.
Oh, worms.
Worms. No, it was maggots.
Why? Tell me why.
Why not, Dani? Do you know what I mean?
You don't remember either, though, do you?
No, I got that one wrong.
Yeah.
At the end of series 2, the story of Tracy Beaker, which popular girl left the dumping ground to join a new family? Louise, Dolly, Tracy, or Justine?
Louise.
I'm sorry, I was devoed at that episode. I actually like genuine tears, like there was no acting necessary. You know that, like, the shot of the camera driving away, the windows down, and I'm literally like a little like sloth out the window, and I'm like, no, like proper ugly cry. That was genuine.
I was actually literally like, don't take my best friend away from me.
Absolutely.
Take one of the other ones.
Take one of the little shits, not this.
Yeah. Don't take the blonde one.
Same. Stop. They're like, yeah, that's why we split you up. We got rid of her because we're sick of you singing.
We don't want to hear Eternal Flame anymore.
Oh, God. Who is this painting supposed to be? Justine, Tracy, Cam, or Mona Lisa?
Justine.
Correct. I think that was like, is that a trick question or not? In series 3, where did Tracy and Wilson kiss? Was it
in the toilet?
Oh, I didn't even have to give her the answers. Correct.
I remember that like it was yesterday. It was one of my first ever kisses, that's why.
Oh, and also that must have been like really weird knowing that like that scene is the kissing scene and at that age and stuff. Oh, that's hard.
It was the most daunting experience of my life, I think, actually, because it was just me, him, and the boom guy.
Yeah.
It's literally like, don't know where to look.
Oh, just looking at a couple of like 12, 13-year-old kids. Weird.
And we were like,
What is the name of Bouncer's girlfriend? Margaret, Claire, Elaine, or Kelly?
He had a girlfriend?
No.
Oh my gosh. Claire? I don't know.
Kelly.
Oh, well, I don't recall Kelly at all. I'm so sorry, Kelly. I'm so sorry, mate.
What does Tracy draw on Cam's wall? A handprint, a funny face, a huge plate of chips, or a rainbow? What did you draw on Cam's wall? Do you remember?
No, but I'm going to go with a rainbow because the rest of them are weird.
Huge plate of chips. Yes, correct. Do you not remember that?
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Nope. No, I do not.
It's because you were wearing the stripy top. And
good old stripy top.
I'm surprised you didn't paint your own top. What food is Tracy fed up of eating again and again? Salad, turkey nuggets, fish and chips, or fried rice?
Turkey nugget.
Turkey nuggets! Correct!
Sick of them, sick of them.
So sick of them. Who is throwing paint out of the window in this picture? Crash, Layla, the Wellards, or Tracy?
That's my hand. That's me. That's Tracy.
It's not.
Oh.
It's the
We've both got very little hands.
Yeah, dainty little hands. The last one, excellent picture. At the beginning of Series 5, what is the name of the pet pig? Percy Pig, Miss Piggy, West Ham or Mr. Crackling?
Oh my gosh, I really hope it's not Mr. Crackling, because that's really cruel. West Ham? That's quite funny.
That's quite funny. And it's correct. That's a good name. Well done, whoever named Piggy. West Ham. You got 8 out of 10. Congratulations. No, sorry, 8 out of 12, but congratulations.
Yay, I beat you.
You did. Well done. You are a super fan. Oh, and look at us dancing.
We are so good at jumping, aren't we? Look at how good we are at jumping.
I got really giggly in that scene. I remember just like non-stop laughing and yeah.
I still dance like that now.
Yeah. Let's hold
We danced like that at my 30th, didn't we?
Yes! Oh my God. I went to Dani's 30th and it was so lovely to catch up and see because there was a long time where we hadn't seen each other there. Now we're in our 30s.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that was a little bit fun, wasn't it?
It was a bit. We should probably do that again though, because I feel like, yeah, we only answered 2 questions because we just chatted.
We just had a cup of tea and a catch up, to be honest. But I'm sure peeps will appreciate that. And
for sure.
I'm 100% because I can go back to my archive, so I won't lose the questions. I can go back, or we can ask more. So yeah, you let me know when you're free, babes, and we'll do this again, straight up.
Woohoo!
Oh, it's way too much. Amazing. Oh, well, what I'm gonna do now actually is I'm gonna stop recording. We're gonna love everyone, and then you're gonna fill me in on the tea of directing. Okay?
Yay!
How exciting. Thank you so much for your questions, everybody. We really, really appreciate them. We hope you enjoyed this. And if you do want us to do another one, let us know. And we are game.
Woohoo!
There we have it. What did you think? Let us know in the comments. Give this video a like. Please subscribe to the channel because we are more than happy to do more of these. I'm sure there is plenty more you want to know. In fact, I'm sure these videos have made you think of so many more questions as well. Thank you for forever supporting Tracy Beaker, and massive, massive thank you to Dani as well for joining me on these videos. I've always been proud of like that time of my life, but it's just brought back so many wonderful memories as well. It's just made me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Maybe I need to contact other cast members as well and have a good old chinwag with them as well. I mean, who doesn't love a cuppa? Do you know what I mean? So again, let me know in the comments if there's anyone else that you'd like me to have a couple with. Thank you so much for joining, guys, and we will hopefully see you on the next one.